I'm Anne Arundel County State's Attorney Wes Adams. I was elected to be your state's attorney in 2014, and I've been honored to serve you for the past 3 years. I live in Severna Park with my family, my wife, my 3 kids, and my in-laws. We've been living in Anne Arundel County since the year of 2000, and we chose Anne Arundel County to live in because it's a tremendous community. We have great public schools, which is where my kids have gone to, are going to, and have graduated from. And it's a place where you're really invested in where you live. For me, for the past 10 years, I've been coaching sports, so the children that I've been working with are really a lot like my kids, and it's why I'm committed to serving this community. My wife, like me, was a prosecutor. We actually met as prosecutors. Her career took her into representing abused and neglected children for the Department of Social Services, and now she sits as a juvenile magistrate where she presides over those kind of cases, taking care of kids who have been abused and neglected and making sure they have a safe place to grow up and live. For me, my career as a prosecutor has taken me from Prince George's County into Baltimore City, where I prosecuted the worst offenders as a homicide prosecutor, and then back to Prince George's County, where I headed the homicide unit, overseeing a reduction of homicides from 152 a year down to about 50, a little over 50 a year. In 2014, I was elected to serve as your state's attorney. And I ran to become your state's attorney for 3 real reasons. We needed to stop easy pleas, we needed to build better cases, recenter the state's attorney's office to the middle of the criminal justice system, and to hold offenders accountable. As a prosecutor, I have worked in Prince George's County. I prosecuted homicides in Baltimore City. I came over and returned to Prince George's County prior to being elected in 2014 to run the homicide division. There, I've overseen the prosecution of 300 or 400 murders. I helped lead that office and lead that division from 135 murders a year down to 52. In 2014, I was elected and I ran because I want to keep my community safe. This is where I'm invested. Like I said, I coach kids here. And when I looked at what was happening in Anne Arundel County, I saw the rise of drugs, I saw the rise of gangs, and I knew that you really need a complete approach to, and the state's attorney's office needs to be at the center of the criminal justice system in order to keep people safe. And so that's what I've devoted the last 3 years to doing. And really it's in 3 parts. We're prosecutors, and our bread and butter, our primary function to keep this county safe is to hold the people who commit crimes accountable. You know, we as a community have an agreement to live peacefully, to respect each other's properties, to respect each other's lives. And when people disregard that, when they don't abide by those rules, they need to be held accountable. I've run the first wiretap in Anne Arundel County history. It's led to the largest heroin bust in Anne Arundel County history. We have nearly doubled the amount of homicide trials, and in domestic violence trials, it's been an amazing run. We've tried almost 45 or 50 cases over the past 3 years. And what that's done has led to an increased conviction rate, up to 94% in our homicides, 85% of our domestic abusers, and in turn, we're now gotten away from easy pleas and into strong, consistent pleas that are holding people accountable. But it doesn't end there. We have to work in 3 parts. So not only have we done a great job prosecuting bad guys, but we have worked to rehabilitate folks. I've nearly working with the county executive and our court system, we have doubled the amount of beds in our drug court program. I've worked with our district court to create the first ever veterans court program. And I was the first prosecutor in the United States, and recognized by PARI as perhaps the only prosecutor in the United States, to partner with our police on our fires in a safe stations program. Many of you know about the heroin epidemic that we inherited here, and you'd be happy to know that in the first quarter of 2017, we've actually seen an almost 17% decrease in the amount of people who are overdosing here in our county. That's because almost 500 people, or more than 500 people, walked into a safe station last year, put down their needle, and almost 300 of them are in long-term recovery. Not only that, but we have education. I've been in nearly every high school, every middle school, and some of our elementary schools talking about heroin awareness, cyber safety, teen dating violence, to make sure that our kids in the long run are making the right decisions. Because the truth is, long-term crime reduction means that our kids are making the right choices and not stepping into crime. In the upcoming 4 years, what you've really seen is a shift. I've harnessed the technology of the 21st century. I've updated all of our technologies, hired a demonstrative evidence specialist who's helping us present cases to our juries in a way that our juries see and understand it. I'm appointed to the Governor's Council on Gangs and Violent Criminal Networks, one of 15 criminal practitioners around the state, to help develop new ways to keep our county safe and really our state safe. And here in Anne Arundel County, I unveiled our Sting unit, which is an intelligence-driven prosecution that targets our criminal drivers, our most violent offenders, our drug organizations. We have harnessed that. I was honored to hire one of the premier gang experts, a criminal data expert who had served in Afghanistan doing counterterrorism and counter-drugs investigations. And what we have done is we're harnessing that information to make sure that we can find the people who are committing crime in the county. My goal, as it's been from the beginning, and why the police endorsed me in my last election, and why the firefighters have endorsed me, was to create partnerships in our county so that we can build better cases, that we can earn stronger convictions, and we can keep Anne Arundel County the safest community here in the state of Maryland. And you have seen that borne out over the past 4 years. And so this coming June 26th, we have a choice. We have a choice to keep going forward, to protect our community and to make this county safe, or really to go backwards and revert to where we were. I'm asking you to come out and consider on the 26th, Wes Adams, your state's attorney, who keeps this county safe. Thank you.